Curry comments on rumor of LeBron's trade to Golden State. Stay until the end to find out everything, but first leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything about the Lakers. The NBA world thrives on rumors, and few shook the foundation of the league like the murmurings that spread in early 2025. LeBron James to Golden State? The words themselves felt like a glitch in basketball reality. One of the game's most iconic rivals, potentially uniting with the very team that denied him championships, felt not just shocking, but blasphemous. Stephen Curry, the face of the Golden State Warriors for over a decade, was no stranger to headlines. But this one hit differently. During a post-practice media session in San Francisco, Curry leaned against the backdrop of the Warriors logo with a grin that looked more amused than surprised. "Man, I've heard it all now," Curry said, chuckling when asked about the rumors linking LeBron to Golden State. "But hey, it's the NBA, we've seen crazier things." Reporters laughed, but the moment wasn't brushed off so easily. Curry's eyes, always sharp behind that calm smile, flickered with something more, curiosity, maybe even a hint of contemplation. Just days before, several reputable NBA insiders reported that the Warriors had exploratory discussions about the idea of acquiring LeBron James in a blockbuster trade. Though it never progressed to formal talks, the story exploded online. Social media fed on the narrative. Could LeBron really join the team that once tormented him in the finals? More importantly, what did Curry think? Behind the scenes, things were just as turbulent. The Warriors' front office had begun reassessing its strategy. After a rocky playoff exit and an aging core, there were internal talks about adding another superstar who could push them back into title contention. LeBron James, even at 40, was still putting up elite numbers. Pairing him with Curry could mean a final championship push for both men. But that idea came with emotional baggage. "Steph and LeBron are competitors, man," said a team source. "They've battled each other for years. For them to wear the same jersey? That'd take real humility and trust." Trust. A loaded word in professional sports. And in this case, it wasn't just about trust between players, but trust between franchises, brands, and identities. Golden State and LeBron represented two opposing basketball cultures. The Warriors stood for fluid ball movement, three-point barrages, and system-driven success. LeBron embodied calculated control, dominance through will and intellect. Could those identities coexist? Would Curry be willing to share his team, his legacy, even his floor, with the king? In private, Curry wasn't as dismissive as he appeared in public. He spoke with GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. briefly after the rumors broke. "If something real's on the table, I'd want to talk to Bron first," Curry reportedly said. That sentence alone said more than any press conference. Curry wasn't against it. He was open, intrigued, and cautious. And LeBron? He'd said nothing publicly. But his silence only added fuel to the speculation. For over a decade, Stephen Curry and LeBron James were the twin suns around which the NBA revolved. From 2015 to 2018, they clashed in the NBA Finals 4 consecutive times. Curry's Warriors versus LeBron's Cavaliers. Those battles weren't just legendary. They shaped an era, defined legacies, and split fans into two almost religious followings. To imagine the two sharing a locker room felt like rewriting basketball history. The 2015 Finals introduced the rivalry. Golden State's youthful, fast-paced offense overwhelmed LeBron's undermanned Cavaliers. Though James delivered an all-time performance, Curry and his rising squad took the title. It was Golden State's arrival, and LeBron's first taste of the new NBA order. Then came 2016. Perhaps the most defining chapter. LeBron and the Cavs clawed back from a 3-1 deficit to dethrone the Warriors. Draymond Green's suspension. Kyrie Irving's clutch three. LeBron's iconic block on Iguodala. It was personal. It was mythic. "I took that loss harder than anything," Curry would later admit in an interview. "We were right there. One win away. And Bron ripped it away from us." In 2017 and 2018, the Warriors, now reinforced with Kevin Durant, reclaimed control. But by then the rivalry had become something more nuanced. LeBron respected Curry's greatness. Curry admired LeBron's endurance. Their battles evolved from bitter combat into something resembling mutual awe. Still, both guarded their legacies. In press conferences, Curry often dismissed talk of direct rivalry. "We've had great games," he'd say, "but I'm focused on what we're doing here." LeBron, more direct, once stated, "I've got respect for Steph, but I'm not chasing anybody's record but my own." And yet, behind the scenes, something else simmered. In Team USA practices, in All-Star weekends, in post-game handshakes, the public rivalry gave way to private respect. Sources inside the NBA circles have said for years that Curry and LeBron text occasionally and share mutual admiration, though rarely seen on camera. Now, the idea that these two titans might team up was creating shockwaves not just because of their past, but because of what they represented. LeBron was power. Curry was finesse. LeBron was brute intelligence and command. Curry was unguardable magic. LeBron was control. Curry was chaos. Together, it could either be beautiful or combustible. One league executive told ESPN anonymously, "Putting Steph and LeBron together is like putting two alpha composers in the same orchestra. It could make history or fall apart before the first note." And this is where things got complicated. Not on the court, but in the identity of the teams and the fan bases. Golden State fans spent years taunting LeBron. Some even despised him. To suddenly cheer for him? It felt sacrilegious. And on LeBron's side? Could he, the man who beat the Warriors in the greatest comeback in finals history, now wear their colors? Curry, meanwhile, remained composed in front of media. But inside, according to a close friend of the player, he was thinking deeply about what it meant for his legacy. "He wants to win again," the friend said. "But he also doesn't want to need LeBron to do it." The echoes of rivalry still rang through their history. But as the whispers of a possible alliance grew louder, fans began to wonder, could this once great rivalry become the NBA's most unexpected partnership? And more importantly, should it? In professional sports, much of the real action happens away from the spotlight, in quiet offices, late-night phone calls, and behind closed doors. The swirling rumors of LeBron James possibly joining the Golden State Warriors ignited a flurry of such clandestine discussions. The Warriors' front office, led by GM Mike Dunleavy Jr., found itself at a crossroads. After years of success with the Splash Brothers era and the addition of Kevin Durant, the team had fallen short in the playoffs, signaling a need for fresh energy. LeBron, despite being 40, continued to demonstrate elite performance, making him an alluring candidate. According to sources close to the Warriors organization, initial conversations were exploratory and informal. There was no official trade offer on the table, just questions, hypotheticals, and feasibility studies. The executives asked themselves, could we create a new dynasty by bringing in the king? Meanwhile, LeBron's camp remained tight-lipped. Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, was aware of the buzz but reportedly told reporters that LeBron is focused on winning, no matter the uniform. Yet insiders say that Paul's team began quietly gauging interest from multiple franchises, including Golden State. Behind the scenes, Steph Curry was involved in the conversation too. After the rumors surfaced, he reached out to Dunleavy. "If it's a real possibility," Curry reportedly said, "I want to speak directly with LeBron before anything moves forward." This sentiment was unusual. Superstars don't always have a say in trade talks, but Curry's stature in the Warriors franchise meant his voice carried weight. Agents, team executives, and even coaches weighed in. Warriors coach Steve Kerr, a longtime advocate for blending skill and leadership, seemed cautiously optimistic. But Kerr was known for prioritizing team chemistry over star power. "We're building a culture here," Kerr told reporters. "Adding talent is important, but so is fit. If Bron can fit in, great. If not, we'll keep working." At the same time, league officials monitored the developments closely. A trade involving LeBron to Golden State would be one of the biggest in NBA history, with significant implications for competitive balance and fan engagement. But the conversations extended beyond basketball. There were brand deals, sponsorships, and media narratives at stake. LeBron's move could redefine endorsements, market dynamics, and the rivalry's global footprint. Even within the locker rooms, whispers swirled. Some Warriors players were excited at the prospect of playing alongside LeBron. Others were wary of the changes his presence might bring. "Bron's a legend," a Warriors player said under anonymity. "But it's a lot to process. The team dynamic would change overnight." In Los Angeles, Lakers insiders followed the rumors with concern. LeBron's departure would signal the end of an era and force the Lakers into a rebuilding phase. Through it all, Curry maintained his public composure but privately stayed engaged in the talks, knowing that the outcome could alter the NBA landscape forever. The NBA fanbase is one of the most passionate and vocal in sports. When rumors of LeBron James potentially joining the Golden State Warriors began to circulate, social media exploded with reactions that ranged from excitement to disbelief, and even outrage. For Warriors fans, the news was almost surreal. Many had spent years jeering LeBron as the arch-nemesis who repeatedly thwarted their team's championship dreams. The idea of welcoming him as a teammate sparked a complex mix of emotions. "LeBron on the Warriors? I don't know how to feel," wrote one fan on Twitter. "Part of me wants to see it just for the spectacle, but another part feels like a betrayal." Others, however, saw it as the ultimate power move, a way for Golden State to assemble a super team capable of dominating the league for years to come. "If we get Bron, we're unstoppable," commented a Warriors fan on a popular Reddit thread. "It's the best chance we have to win another ring." Meanwhile, Lakers fans were in a state of shock. For a franchise that had built its recent identity around LeBron's presence, the prospect of his departure to a rival team felt like an earthquake. LeBron leaving LA? "No way," one Lakers supporter posted on Instagram. "He's our king, he's not going anywhere." Murmurs of frustration and betrayal rippled through Lakers fan communities. Some blamed the organization for failing to keep LeBron happy. Others speculated that LeBron himself was seeking a fresh challenge. The media coverage was equally intense. Sports networks dedicated hours to dissecting every angle of the story. Analysts debated the feasibility of such a trade, its impact on the competitive balance of the league, and the implications for player legacies. Headline after headline questioned what the move would mean for the NBA's future. LeBron to Warriors, the end of an era or new beginning? Curry and LeBron, rivals to teammates? Can the Warriors culture absorb LeBron James? Podcasters and YouTubers churned out reaction videos, deep dives, and fan polls, further fueling the frenzy. Memes flooded platforms, imagining Curry and LeBron bonding on the court, or playfully arguing during practices. Social media platforms became battlegrounds for heated debates. Some fans embraced the idea as a dream scenario, while others saw it as a disruption of the league's competitive spirit. Former players weighed in as well. Some praised the potential pairing, citing the combined skill and experience as an unprecedented advantage. Others cautioned about the challenges of blending two alpha personalities and adjusting team dynamics. Despite the cacophony, one sentiment was clear. The possibility of LeBron James donning the Golden State Warriors jersey was one of the most captivating storylines the NBA had seen in years. While the media, fans, and front offices buzzed with speculation about a possible LeBron to Warriors trade, the players themselves found themselves navigating a mix of curiosity, excitement, and uncertainty. Stephen Curry, as the Warriors' franchise cornerstone, was inevitably in the spotlight. Known for his leadership and team-first mentality, Curry's public comments were measured but insightful. "I've always respected LeBron, not just as a competitor but as a person and leader," Curry told reporters. "If something like this happens, it's going to be a big adjustment for all of us. But ultimately, we all want to win and compete at the highest level." Several Warriors teammates echoed that sentiment. Andrew Wiggins, known for his calm demeanor, was cautiously optimistic. "Playing with someone like LeBron would be incredible," Wiggins said in a team interview. "But chemistry is everything. We'd have to figure out how to make it work." Draymond Green, the Warriors' emotional and vocal leader, was more pragmatic. "Bron is a legend. But adding a player like him changes the locker room dynamic," Green explained. "It's not just about talent, it's about leadership, roles, and respect. We'd have to be on the same page." Meanwhile, on the Lakers side, the news hit hard. LeBron's longtime teammates, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves and others, were caught off guard by the rumors. Reeves, the young guard known for his loyalty to the Lakers, expressed sadness. "LeBron's been like a big brother to us," Reeves said. "If he leaves it's going to be tough. But I know he's got to do what's best for him." Anthony Davis, who had suffered injuries and struggled with consistency, remained silent publicly, but insiders suggested he was grappling with the uncertainty. Across the league, other stars weighed in through social media or interviews. Some congratulated the idea of two superstars joining forces, while others expressed concern about the league's balance. Kevin Durant, now a Warriors teammate again, posted on Instagram, "If this happens, the Warriors become even scarier. Respect to Bron." Kawhi Leonard, when asked about the potential union, was more neutral. "I respect all players making decisions for their careers. Chemistry matters a lot. Time will tell." LeBron himself maintained silence, fueling even more speculation. Sources close to him indicated that he was contemplating his legacy, whether to chase more championships or transition into a mentoring role on a veteran team like Golden State. The players, however, were united in one thing: basketball is a team sport. No matter the individual talent involved, success would hinge on chemistry, trust, and sacrifice. In the coming weeks, whispers inside locker rooms and training facilities suggested that if the trade went through, it would mark not just a shift in jerseys but a seismic cultural shift in the NBA. In the world of professional basketball, moves are never just about what happens on the hardwood. Behind every trade, there's a complex web of business interests: branding, sponsorships, media rights, and fan engagement. The prospect of LeBron James joining the Golden State Warriors was no exception. LeBron's name alone is a marketing powerhouse. His global brand extends far beyond basketball, encompassing everything from apparel and tech to entertainment and philanthropy. When he moves, sponsors and partners take note. Golden State Warriors, already one of the most marketable teams due to their recent dominance and charismatic stars like Stephen Curry, saw an opportunity to elevate their brand to new heights. According to marketing executives, the potential trade sparked intense negotiations with sponsors, apparel brands, and media outlets. LeBron joining the Warriors isn't just a basketball story, it's a cultural phenomenon, said a sports marketing expert. "We're talking about merchandise sales, digital engagement, global reach. It changes everything." Nike, LeBron's longtime sponsor, reportedly began discussions with the Warriors' apparel partners to coordinate campaigns around the possible union. Social media campaigns, exclusive gear releases, and special events were already being brainstormed, even if the trade wasn't official. Local businesses in the Bay Area also prepared for a surge in fan interest and tourism. Sports bars, merchandise stores, and event venues anticipated increased traffic and sales. The media landscape was equally poised for impact. TV networks expected a spike in ratings for Warriors games, especially if they faced traditional rivals like the Lakers or Clippers. At the same time, league officials saw potential challenges. The NBA strives to maintain competitive balance, and adding LeBron to an already talented Warriors roster could shift that balance dramatically. There were whispers of possible changes in league policies to accommodate or regulate megastar teams. Beyond commerce, the cultural significance was immense. LeBron had long been a symbol of empowerment and social activism, especially among younger fans. His joining Golden State, known for its progressive and tech-savvy fanbase, could merge two influential social spheres. For Stephen Curry, this also meant navigating his personal brand's evolution. Curry's image as a humble, hardworking leader might blend or clash with LeBron's larger-than-life persona. Some branding experts speculated that the partnership could create one of the most compelling athlete collaborations in history, transcending sports into pop culture. But it wasn't without risks. Overhyping the partnership could backfire if on-court chemistry didn't match expectations. The business of basketball was ready for a revolution, and this rumored trade was at the heart of it. The moment the rumor of LeBron James potentially joining the Golden State Warriors hit the airwaves, the media world exploded. Sports networks, podcasts, social media influencers, and mainstream outlets all scrambled to cover, analyze, and speculate on what would be one of the most monumental moves in NBA history. 24/7 sports channels dedicated entire segments to dissecting every angle. Headlines screamed for clicks. LeBron to Warriors? Dynasty in the making or disaster waiting to happen? How would Curry and LeBron share the spotlight? The NBA landscape after a possible King-Warrior alliance. Panel discussions grew heated as analysts debated the feasibility and implications of the trade. Some praised the potential partnership as a way to unite two of the game's greatest, possibly ushering in a new era of basketball excellence. Others cautioned about the challenges of merging two superstars with strong personalities and established leadership roles. Veteran journalists dug into the history between the two players, highlighting their epic finals battles and contrasting styles. Feature pieces compared their journeys, leadership philosophies, and impact on the league. Meanwhile, social media amplified every rumor and leak. Twitter threads dissected trade scenarios. TikTok creators made reaction videos. Instagram stories buzzed with fan polls and memes imagining Curry and LeBron as teammates. The narrative wasn't just basketball, it was cultural. Opinion columns pondered what the move meant for fan loyalty, league competition, and the broader sports ecosystem. Some media outlets even speculated on the impact beyond sports, discussing the potential boost for local economies and shifts in endorsement landscapes. Reporters sought interviews with players, executives, and agents, eager to uncover insider perspectives. Though many offered carefully worded non-answers, each response fueled further speculation. Even talk shows and late-night programs joined the frenzy, blending sports analysis with humor and pop culture references. The relentless media spotlight put pressure on both Curry and LeBron. Every public statement was scrutinized for hidden meaning, and every silence became a story. In the midst of it all, both players managed to maintain professionalism, often redirecting questions or emphasizing team focus. But the media frenzy had one undeniable effect. It kept the story alive, ensuring that fans and stakeholders across the globe remained hooked. Bringing Stephen Curry and LeBron James together on the same team promised excitement, and posed complex challenges. Basketball isn't just about talent, it's about chemistry, roles, and adapting styles to maximize success. Curry's game centers on unparalleled shooting, off-ball movement, and fluid ball sharing. His Warriors thrive on spacing, pace, and unselfish passing. LeBron, on the other hand, is a master of controlling tempo, driving to the basket, and orchestrating the offense with supreme court vision. Blending these distinct styles would require thoughtful adjustments from both players and the entire team. Coaches and analysts speculated on how Golden State's system might evolve. Could Curry defer more to LeBron's playmaking? Would LeBron shift to off-ball roles to accommodate Curry's shooting? Could their talents complement rather than clash? It's not impossible, but it takes humility and trust, said a former NBA coach. LeBron and Curry both want to win, but they've led teams in different ways. The key is finding a shared vision. Defensively, combining Curry's perimeter agility with LeBron's physicality and versatility could create a formidable unit. But LeBron's age and stamina were concerns, especially over a grueling 82-game season and deep playoff runs. From a leadership perspective, both are alpha personalities accustomed to directing teammates. Managing egos and responsibilities would be crucial. Inside the Warriors' locker room, veteran players knew change was coming. Some welcomed the chance to learn from LeBron's experience. Others worried about their roles shrinking. Training sessions would become crucial testing grounds for chemistry. Early scrimmages would reveal whether Curry and LeBron could read each other's tendencies and develop seamless cooperation. Tactically, coaches might design new sets emphasizing pick and rolls between the two, off-ball screens for Curry, and LeBron's signature drives and passes. But beyond X's and O's, building trust was paramount. Steph and LeBron would need to communicate openly, respect each other's strengths, and embrace compromises. Championships are won with sacrifice, one analyst noted. If these two superstars can align their goals, they could redefine what teamwork means in the NBA. The potential was enormous, but so were the risks. The The basketball world waited eagerly to see if this dream team would click or crack under pressure. As rumors swirled and speculation intensified, the basketball world anxiously awaited confirmation. Would LeBron James officially join the Golden State Warriors, or was it just a sensational story? Behind the scenes, the Warriors front office worked diligently to finalize the trade details. Negotiations with the Lakers were complex, involving multiple players, draft picks, and salary cap considerations. Both sides aimed to create a deal beneficial to their long-term goals. LeBron's camp remained cautiously optimistic but careful not to confirm or deny reports prematurely. Rich Paul, known for his savvy handling of media, ensured that LeBron's focus stayed on the current season while keeping the door open for future opportunities. Social media was flooded with leaks and insider scoops. Speculation ran rampant, but no official statement had yet been released. Then, during a high-profile press conference, Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. addressed the rumors with deliberate ambiguity. "We're always exploring ways to improve our team," Dunleavy said. "Nothing is finalized, but we respect LeBron's tremendous career and what he could bring to any team." Steph Curry was equally measured. "I'm focused on playing and winning," Curry told reporters. "If changes come, we'll handle them as a team." The league office also refrained from commenting, maintaining neutrality. As days passed, insiders revealed that a deal was close, sparking even greater anticipation. Fans organized watch parties, media outlets prepared special coverage, and merchandise companies designed welcome LeBron gear. Then, unexpectedly, the announcement came, not from the teams but from LeBron himself. Through a heartfelt video posted on his social media, he addressed fans directly. "I've been blessed to play this game at the highest level," LeBron said. "I'm excited for this next chapter with the Warriors, a team with incredible talent and heart. I'm ready to compete and win." The NBA was set ablaze. Analysts rushed to break down the trade, players shared congratulations, and fans worldwide debated the implications. LeBron's move to Golden State marked the end of one era and the beginning of another, one defined by unprecedented star power and fresh possibilities. But as the dust settled, everyone knew the real test was just beginning, making this historic partnership work on and off the court. With the official announcement of LeBron James joining the Golden State Warriors, the NBA world entered a new era filled with excitement and uncertainty. The next chapter would define whether this superstar union would rewrite basketball history or face unforeseen challenges. The immediate focus shifted to preparation. Training camps were set to open with high expectations. Coaches and staff scrambled to integrate LeBron into Golden State's system while preserving the unique style that had brought them success. Steph Curry and LeBron faced the daunting task of building on-court chemistry quickly. Practices would be intensive, with attention to communication, spacing, and leadership roles. The media spotlight would be relentless. Every game, pass, and play would be scrutinized. Fans from both sides held their breath, eager for glimpses of magic or signs of discord. Beyond basketball, the partnership promised seismic cultural impact. Together, Curry and LeBron represented two generations and styles of basketball greatness, inspiring millions worldwide. Yet challenges loomed. LeBron's age raised concerns about durability over a demanding season. Team dynamics required adjustments to accommodate shifting roles and egos. Golden State's supporting cast also needed to adapt. Players like Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Jordan Poole would face new expectations and responsibilities. Financially, the Warriors would navigate salary cap complexities, luxury tax implications, and the pressure to deliver championships in a competitive Western Conference. For the Lakers, this marked a period of transition. The departure of LeBron necessitated rebuilding and redefining their identity. The league itself prepared for a possible shift in balance, with other teams strategizing responses to the new powerhouse Warriors. As the season approached, all eyes remained on the duo. Would they flourish, forging a legacy of teamwork and triumph? Or would the weight of expectations prove too heavy? Ultimately, the story was just beginning. A tale of ambition, talent, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. With the historic union of LeBron James and Stephen Curry now official, the focus shifted from speculation to action. The Warriors organization, the players, and the fans all faced a new reality, one filled with immense promise and undeniable pressure. The off-season became a whirlwind of activity. Coaches designed tailored training programs to maximize LeBron's strengths while preserving his longevity. The front office worked tirelessly to balance the roster, ensuring role players complemented the superstar duo. Curry and LeBron spent countless hours together, building trust and developing on-court chemistry. From early workouts to film sessions, they studied each other's tendencies, strengths, and preferences. "It's about understanding," LeBron said in a team interview. "Steph has a unique style and I want to bring what I can to help us win. We're learning every day." The media spotlight remained intense. Every practice update, every pregame comment, and every game highlight was analyzed worldwide. The eyes of the basketball world were fixed firmly on Golden State. Fans eagerly awaited the regular season tip-off, buzzing with anticipation. Ticket sales surged, merchandise flew off shelves, and social media was filled with predictions and debates. However, challenges emerged quickly. Integrating two dominant ball handlers required tactical innovation. Both stars needed touches to influence the game, and balancing that required cooperation and compromise. The Warriors' coaching staff experimented with various lineups and offensive schemes. Sometimes LeBron played as the primary initiator, other times Curry ran the offense while LeBron focused on scoring and defense. Off the court, the personalities blended in surprising ways. Both stars shared mutual respect and a competitive spirit but also found humor and camaraderie in their interactions. Yet the pressure was unrelenting. Expectations from fans, media, and the organization placed a heavy burden on the team to deliver championships immediately. The Western Conference remained fiercely competitive, with rivals adjusting their strategies to counter the new Warriors. Through early struggles and moments of brilliance, the team began to find its rhythm. Every victory was celebrated, every loss was a lesson. Ultimately, the journey was about more than just wins, it was about legacy, leadership, and the pursuit of greatness. As the season unfolded, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a team, it was a new chapter in NBA history. As the season progressed, the Golden State Warriors encountered the inevitable challenges that come with blending two basketball titans. Injuries, chemistry hiccups, and mounting expectations tested the team's resolve. LeBron James, despite his rigorous conditioning, experienced minor setbacks, forcing the Warriors to adjust rotations and game plans. Curry, while maintaining his sharp shooting, occasionally grappled with the pressure of sharing the spotlight. Media scrutiny intensified whenever the team stumbled. Critics questioned if the super team was truly built to last, or just a temporary spectacle. Inside the locker room, tensions arose. Role players like Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins faced uncertainty about their contributions as the offense shifted toward LeBron and Curry. Yet, through honest conversations and leadership from both superstars, the team began to coalesce. "We have to lean on each other," Curry said after a tough loss. "It's about trust, patience, and fighting together." LeBron echoed this sentiment. "Championships aren't won overnight. We're building something special, but it takes time." Coaches adjusted strategies, incorporating more off-ball movement and defensive switches to leverage the team's strengths. Fans showed unwavering support, packing arenas and flooding social media with encouragement. The Warriors' resilience shone brightest in close games, where veteran poise and clutch performances made the difference. This period of adversity became a crucible, forging stronger bonds and clarifying the team's identity. After navigating a challenging start to the season, the Golden State Warriors began to find their stride. The combination of LeBron James and Stephen Curry, once questioned, started to show glimpses of greatness. Key victories against top Western Conference rivals boosted the team's confidence. LeBron's ability to drive and create plays complemented Curry's unparalleled shooting and off-ball movement perfectly. A turning point came during a crucial home game, where the Warriors overcame a double-digit deficit. LeBron's leadership and clutch plays in the final minutes, paired with Curry's timely three-pointers, electrified the crowd and solidified their partnership. Media narratives shifted from doubt to excitement, praising the duo's chemistry and potential. Role players like Draymond Green and Jordan Poole stepped up, embracing new roles and contributing significantly on both ends of the floor. The coaching staff fine-tuned strategies, utilizing versatile lineups to exploit mismatches. Off the court, team chemistry flourished. Team dinners, community events, and open communication fostered unity. LeBron and Curry's mutual respect deepened, setting an example for teammates. Fans rallied behind the team with renewed enthusiasm, creating an electrifying atmosphere at Chase Center. The Warriors began to look less like a team of individuals and more like a cohesive unit destined for championship contention. As the regular season neared its end, the Golden State Warriors found themselves in a heated race for playoff positioning. The stakes were higher than ever, with every game carrying significant weight. LeBron James and Stephen Curry continued to elevate their performances, delivering spectacular displays of skill and leadership. Their combined experience and competitive fire became the backbone of the team's resilience. Coaches meticulously crafted game plans to counter the aggressive defensive strategies opponents deployed against the Warriors' superstars. Off-ball movement, pick-and-roll plays, and defensive rotations were refined to near perfection. Role players embraced their responsibilities with urgency. Andrew Wiggins locked down opposing wing scorers, while Jordan Poole's scoring bursts provided crucial offensive support. The team faced intense competition from rival Western Conference squads, each vying for playoff advantage. Every matchup was a battle of wills, strategy, and execution. The media spotlight intensified, with analysts debating the Warriors' chances of deep playoff success given the high expectations. Amid the pressure, LeBron and Curry remained focused, emphasizing teamwork and mental toughness. "We've faced adversity before," LeBron remarked after a tough win. "This team has heart and we're ready for what's ahead." The Warriors fanbase rallied behind the team, packing arenas and creating an electric playoff atmosphere. As the postseason approached, optimism grew that this historic roster could deliver a championship and redefine NBA greatness. The postseason had finally arrived. After months of speculation, adjustment, and anticipation, the Warriors entered the playoffs with LeBron James and Stephen Curry leading the charge. Their first-round opponent was a scrappy, defensively tenacious team eager to spoil Golden State's fairy tale. From the opening tip, it was clear: nothing would come easy. LeBron brought his signature playoff intensity, bulldozing through defenders, orchestrating fast breaks, and setting the tone on both ends of the floor. Curry, ever the silent assassin, torched defenses with deep threes and dazzling footwork. Still, early games were anything but smooth. The opposing defense doubled Curry, cut off passing lanes to LeBron, and dared role players to step up. The Warriors dropped Game 1 at home, prompting questions from the press. Is this super team overrated? But in Game 2 the duo responded. Curry erupted for 42 points, while LeBron flirted with a triple-double. Their synergy was undeniable, LeBron finding Curry in motion, Curry drawing doubles and kicking out to LeBron for open drives or kickouts to shooters. Momentum swung. By Game 4, Golden State had regained control of the series. Defensive efforts intensified, bench contributions rose, and the entire team began to believe. The basketball world was captivated. Pundits praised their adaptability. Fans celebrated every highlight. And inside the locker room there was a quiet confidence. This team was built not just for one series but for a deep run. "We're just getting started," Curry said post-game. LeBron added, "We're locked in. Everything we've been working toward is ahead of us." With the first round nearly in hand, all eyes turned to the next challenge, and the growing possibility that this unprecedented partnership could go all the way. The Warriors had defied the odds and silenced the critics. After a grueling playoff journey filled with close games, momentum shifts, and heroic performances, Golden State found themselves back in the NBA Finals, this time with LeBron James wearing their colors. Their opponent, a battle-tested Eastern Conference powerhouse with youth, defense, and hunger. The stage was set for an epic clash of generations, philosophies, and legacies. In Game 1, the world watched as Curry and LeBron delivered a masterclass in synergy. While Curry dazzled from deep, LeBron controlled the tempo, attacked the paint, and anchored the defense. It was the kind of performance that only veterans with championship DNA could deliver. But the finals were no sweep. The series stretched to 6 brutal games, with each team trading blows and momentum. Golden State's system was tested, their resolve pushed to the edge. In Game 6, with the Warriors leading the series 3-2, the Chase Center pulsed with anticipation. It was a night for legends. LeBron posted a 28-point, 12-assist, 9-rebound performance, orchestrating every possession like a maestro. Curry dropped 34 points, including 5 threes in the second half, igniting the crowd and swinging the momentum. With under a minute to go and a 3-point lead, Curry hit a step-back 3, signature, pure and poetic. The building erupted. The final buzzer sounded. The Warriors were champions once again. Curry raised his 4th championship trophy. LeBron, now a 4-time champion with 3 different franchises, held his arms high, not just in victory but in vindication. They said we couldn't share the spotlight, LeBron said. But we didn't need to. We made it bigger. Legacy isn't just about rings, Curry added. It's about doing something no one saw coming, and doing it together. The story of LeBron James and Stephen Curry joining forces was once an impossible idea. Now, it stood as one of the most memorable chapters in NBA history. Not just because they won, but because they changed what winning could look like.